I went to the dentist just to get a routine cleaning done. I felt some sort of ache, but I just assumed that maybe it was my wisdom teeth. He had done an x-ray and saw that there was some sort of mass in my jaw. He showed me how thin it had become and emphasized that if you eat certain foods, your jaw could literally break. After the biopsy was completed, that's when he told me, oh, it's actually a cyst with tumor-like tendencies, so you'll need to get it treated at the Vancouver General Hospital.
So Joyce came to my clinic on a referral from an oral surgeon. She had an aggressive tumor that needs to be respected. So we need to remove this tumor because given the time, it'll continue to grow and expand and take over more and more of her jaw. She'll lose her teeth and eventually has the chance of it spreading elsewhere in her body.
When you first learn about something like an ameloblastoma or anything tumor-like, it's really easy to get scared being at my age, being young and newly engaged. Anything I heard about having to go through rehabilitation for learning very basic tasks like smiling and talking and just any sort of jaw movement really freaked me out.
Traditionally, this type of problem, where we have a defect in the jaw and we have to reconstruct it with a bone, is really left to the expertise and the skill of the craft of rebuilding the jaw. This day and age, we have so much additional software and hardware that we can leverage. Particularly for Joyce, we can do the surgery of the removing of the jaw virtually. And then we can look at different parts of her body to see what would best reconstruct the jaw. And it turns out the anatomy of a shoulder blade worked quite well. And once we're happy with that reconstruction virtually, we need to 3D print the guides that allow us to bring that virtual space into the operating room.
When Dr. Prisman laid out the plan, I felt more at ease and less tense about the surgery itself. I'm very grateful for the support system that I had, for my fiance for having stuck with me through the surgery. I remember I would hold his hand as if it was a way of getting his strength. I think going through the surgery was a good reminder to me about how fast things can change from your life plans and how necessary it is to make sure you indulge in the things that you love. Harnessing creativity, it definitely brought me out of a darker place. I feel like if I didn't go through the surgery, I probably wouldn't have realized I could start a calligraphy business.
The main driving force for me to develop this software is really to improve the outcome for their patients. Without support, these kind of questions can't be answered. And it's these questions that we answer is how we move medicine forward.
I feel like if it was in a different era or a different situation, I wouldn't be as fortunate as I was. My angels were Dr. Prisman, as well as my fiance, Jeff, and my family.
Please consider donating to help healthcare researchers innovate and improve outcomes for our patients.
You can honor your angels. Donate to the campaign today.